Okay. This photograph of him is with the Apache kid, the real Apache kid in the middle, and then Massai is to the left. Okay. Now the one to the right, from what my grandpa told me, is Mickey Free. And Mickey Free was a scout that actually helped hunt down my grandpa. Grandpa in the very beginning was one of the Apaches that actually tried to help with peace. And he became a scout for that reason. And so he was one of the scouts that they were actually using to find the rest of the Apache to round them up to bring to the reservation. Now that was in the time when we thought we were going to have our beautiful lush lands, the mountains with the forests. And they let us stay there exactly 6 months before they moved us because gold was discovered in our mountains. This is when they moved us to the desert. They moved us outside Phoenix with a bunch of Indians that we normally fought with. So it became very, very hard, and then they moved us to San Carlos. And San Carlos Reservation is also a very hard reservation. They wanted us to be corn farmers. But they wanted us to do it in a desert that is not even as hospitable as Hopi land. And those of you that went to Hopi know it's not very hospitable. So when Geronimo escaped the first time, Massai went with him. Then when Geronimo surrendered, great-grandpa didn't want to surrender. He wanted to keep fighting. But they gathered them all and they put them on the train to head, and this is what he's famous for, okay? Not so much this stuff, but they put him on a train with Geronimo to go to Alabama because that's where they were sending the Apache to first. They had a concentration camp out there. Well, on the other side of St. Louis, they stopped for a photographic moment. Some politician wanted his picture taken with Geronimo. Well, this is how intelligent our government was back then. They counted Indian heads. They didn't have names written down, check them off, check them off, check them off, make sure they're all there. So a woman had a baby while all the commotion was going on, and there was an open window, and he jumped out the window of the train. The head count was still the same. He took a year and walked home.
Actually, there is a movie about that.
Yes, and I have it, so those of you in San Diego can do that. And the movie's pretty accurate. There's some fallacy in there, but you know, Hollywood has its license. But the movie Apache with Burt Lancaster was actually one of the first movies out of Hollywood that showed Native Americans in